Hello. I'm back. Christ. I don't need the controller. That's unnecessary. The food was very filling. You gained 5 botanist levels last night? Well done. Did you enjoy listening to the music, Greco? It didn't give me a level. Okay, I need to get a forager level. It's absolutely not important whatsoever, and also crucially important that I get a forager level. It has to go up by at least 1. How did I not? I think because... Wait, what? I think I foraged the fucking tier 1 activity, not the tier 2. What a muppet. I used my experience potions on that as well. That's funny. Yep. Yeah. That's amusing. Don't need to blame it myself. Yeah, I just find it funny. I don't mind. It happens. I was very tired at the end of the stream yesterday, so I wasn't really necessarily paying the most of attention. I was just like, get me out of here. Free me. Free me for streaming. I need to go and zone out for 20 fucking minutes. Had to go a couple of minutes. You didn't see me set it up, you would have said so, yeah. Okay. The plan for today, at least as it currently stands in my mind, is going to be to get the 3 remaining combat levels I need to be able to do the quest. To do said quest, and then probably to go over to Carpenter. Depends on how my gear is looking, I think, combat-wise. I might try and just do some more combat levels as well to try and get better gear if I don't have like a full setup of solid gear by that point. Because I would really like a full arrangement of actually like good equipment. Instead of like this is still 131, 137. I would like those two switched out. Weapon is still 137 as well. So it would be nice to have those done. For sure. Get the rest of this level quickly. Yeah, it will not take very long at all. I'm even gonna give a peep. Where is... Take me to this thing. And I'll get the rest of the level from that. For filling the, like, icon in. Hopefully. If not, I'll do the other one as well. I would have thought 2 icons being fielded at this point will get me 1500 experience, right? Do we need to do the other one as well? It's because they're in the same area. Anemones and sea slugs are both in the same area. That's why. That's an understandable mistake, at least. They're even in the same visual pool. Well, I don't blame myself too much for that one then, actually. That's completely reasonable. To fuck up. And there it is. I actually unlocked a new forageable from that. That's nice. One forager level. Okay. I do 3, maybe 4 combat levels. Depending on how gear goes. Then do the quest. And I'll be down to just 3 left. Just 3. Crazy. Also, only need 8 more carpentry levels. What's this now? 12 more botanist levels. And can't remember what foraging needed to be at. 10 more foraging. It's freaking getting there. It's so nice. I am excited to be done. Shall feel accomplished. And I like that. This is so incredibly close. I just need 1 point. I get thieves at 212. Okay. It'd be nice just to get the card filled in. But I could probably wait until I'm a little bit higher level at least. Especially since these things are so good for me. 8858 452. They are a lot better in terms of experience, but the loot is just not worth it. And they have the cryo immunity, yeah, exactly. So they're not a good. Not a good target for me. It is boots, hands, and weapons that I want. Mostly weapons at this point. Because these things are going to be relatively hard to switch out. Basically anything if it's a purple. Okay. Crazy to me how close these quests are together. Done. 13. Like, that's only 17 levels, then 15 levels. How so? It feels like I just had to do a lot of leveling combat-wise to get to the point where I was here. All of the ones previously felt much further away. Like 30, and then that's what, 30 levels to there. Another 30 levels. From that one to this one is 30-ish levels as well. And then it's very rapid in a row of basically like 15, 15, 15. It just rapid fires all of a sudden. Tis neat. There are premium quests with lower combats? Yeah, yeah. Just specifically for free to play. Oh! Hello. Of course, I continue the streak of my best ranged weapon being fire. Somehow has happened very consistently. Mine says 217, 233, right. That's one at 238. It's definitely still like a stacked bracket here, right? The 2 milestone threshold, you get a lot of combat specific quest unlocks in there. They come thick and fast. Welcome, by the way, Zero. How are you? It's good to see you again. I am friggin' pumped to get myself another quest on today. Especially since it means I'm almost definitely gonna get the quest on the next one. We were looking at the what we're working on page, you realise the 4-star Crown quest is actually done? Just waiting on the first week of June. Do they always do them on the first week of the month, do they? They just had it scheduled, right? Just keeping it up to the schedule at that point. I like that they have that little, like, what we're doing page. Finish it ahead of schedule, yeah. Which is good, right? I doubt they're sitting around doing nothing, the people who are working on the quest, so... Which is definitely a lot nicer than the alternative of it not being done in time and then still being released anyway, which feels like how a lot of stuff works now. Always better to overestimate. I'm gonna pop this. Don't trust it. Do not trust it. Oh, I didn't realize they had a hammer at first. I thought they were just beating the shit out of that bird. Hammer mage does get a fist hammer? Nice. As it should. Feels appropriate. Unfortunately, not one of the bits that's actually useful. One of the few things that I actually already have upgrades in. I'm very torn between doing the extra weapon level rather than doing the bare minimum. To try and take advantage of the birds while I have them and I'm at a good like level for them and stuff. Good experience. And the fact that I actually have beneficial weaponry against them as opposed to the next one, which I will not. Doing the birds for a while. Well, I think the AFK experience will mean that I'm on the next slot, right? Combined with the quest rewards. I'll probably end up doing the goblins for a wee bit. And then the chiefs have got the 50%. Because I'll be at least 213. If the quest gives me any experience, it probably takes me to 214. Even if AFK only gives me one level a day, I'll definitely be at 218. And then the birds are going to have quite a large penalty at that point, right? One of the quests that doesn't give a lot. Fair enough. See how much it is. I mean, I definitely want to AFK the combat still. I just the thing I don't want to have happen is getting to the combat level for this quest, but not having the carpentry level. That would be just a disaster. Same thing with like the foraging one, or the botanist one. I can't have the non-combat. There's no way that happens. Do you not reckon? I do still need 8 carpentry levels. Not noticed how quickly I'm gaining non-combat? I don't know, carpentry felt really slow yesterday. Specifically carpentry. I only got, what, 3.5? But I spent a lot of time on it. And I was doing the thing that gave me the best experience as well, at least at that current moment. Did I get 4.5? Oh shit. I thought I got 3.5. Carpenter is slow as fuck. It is a slow one. And this isn't really a lot better. How fast you can menu. Yeah, I'm not out here doing super quick menuing, so. Doesn't help that the wood box is very full of wood. How many logs you can carve varies a lot based on how much time you spend menuing. Which does make sense. You used to say it was 240, you told them they sucked at menuing, you could do 250. Do they suck at menuing, or are you just disgustingly cracked at it? Oh, sorry. Amazing. I do think I agree with you on the botanist point, at least. Shaming as the people who said Supremacy 2 was impossible to solo. It was gonna let it stand. It is particularly surprising that people would be saying that in regards to Frontier as well. Did you know that they also say that it's basically impossible, or they say it's impossible even though it's actually not, to kill Muso Elzelion with Hammeraka? You're gonna go out there and do that? Has anyone done it? No. From what I remember of what I saw someone saying about it, is that it is actually like statistically impossible unless you have luck that is so unbelievably good that the only way you would have that luck is if you were cheating. The numbers don't work, is the problem. It's not just like someone isn't good enough at it, it's literally just the numbers don't work. How many's opening? Muso doesn't do that exactly. Gaslighted support, enjoy. From my time as playing support a long time ago in a variety of games, enjoy everything being your fault forever. $160! That's absurd. What are you doing to them? It's league support? I mean, that's what I played mainly, so that's even worse. No, it's still the support's problem. Because everyone automatically will trust whatever your ADC says, and not what you say. And as soon as lane starts to go bad, they will constantly blame you. They won't blame the jungler. Not that they're really ADCs anymore, it's just bot lane now. $160 speed. What the fuck are you doing, Summers? How are there no ADCs? They did a bunch of changes to League over many years that gradually just weakened the effectiveness of resistances, which meant that you could have people that weren't necessarily full-on attack damage, like carries, but were still doing attack damage that could make enough of an impact that meant that you could have an AP in mid lane and an AP as your typically ADC. That's very silly. It's incredibly fucking dumb, yes. And specifically fucked me quite hard. as someone who preferred to play more aggressive AP supports rather than playing like more supporty supports. And now suddenly everyone's playing these incredibly squishy, need desperate life-saving measures, AP carries and bot lane. And basically entirely relying on the supports to keep them alive. It was annoying. You like Smite's itemization? No APAD. It's attack, your identity comes out of secondaries, yeah. Smite was a game that I feel like I liked a lot in theory. But in practice, it never really quite hit the ground running for me. I think the most enjoyable time I had in it was actually the 3v3 mode. Whatever the fuck that's called. I really did not actually enjoy the 5v5 mode that much. It has 90 base speed, banner of swiftness. 30 combined from 2 master engineers. 5% from a landmark, another 10% from tech. That's silly as shit, that's amazing. It is ridiculous that you can do that. It's also ridiculous. I played a little bit of Ikit when I was playing with my friend a few weeks ago. Or however long it's been, I don't know, I think it was last week. The amount of fucking ammo and damage that you can get those Rattling Gunners to do is unacceptable. It's not even the nukes that are the problem. The fucking Rattling guns. They just don't run out of ammo. Infinite drums given enough time, yeah. It's absurd. I nearly won an offensive siege that was just absolutely fucked. Purely because of those. Like, I ended up, I think, about 500 units behind at one point, and the armies were relatively even, like 1300 to 1300. Oh, hello. Hello. Damn. That's chonky. Well, I feel like I can successfully end my gear acquisition at 13. With that, I don't need to do more. Always auto-resolve sieges? I mean, when the auto-resolve siege says that I'm gonna lose, though. And I could have won if I hadn't have, like, misplaced a few units at one point. You despise sieges? The sieges in Warhammer 3 are bad. I really love sieges in Three Kingdoms, Total War Three Kingdoms. They were really, really fun in that game. And Warhammer, they weren't enjoyable. I hit privileges, I did. I hit 107 though, which is amazing. It just needed this chunky fucking sword. I do hit like a fucking truck now though. Look at the stark difference this made in terms of hit points. Yeah, Sieges, I think in general, as I've played it more and more, I've come to realize, I think, that I just don't really enjoy Total War combined with Warhammer. 128! Damn! I think a lot of the things that make Total War work when added into a Warhammer situation don't work very well anymore. For me, anyway. Turns into a spot where there's just like unkillable nightmare leaders on the battlefield that might as well have no army and they're just soloing your entire thing, and it's like, well, this just isn't very fun. Also, a lot of the time, I don't feel like I want to play the battles because of magic. And how disgustingly micromanaging it is. Next big update adds buildable ladders, so no more units hiding ladders in their asses. I always found it really funny how every single unit had access to just humongous ass ladders. Out of nowhere, they're just like, oh. It's just like, where the fuck did that come from? Fucking arse TARDISes on everyone. This guy can hit me for 150 now though, when I don't have my shield out. That does hurt. That does sting. Frickin' epic. Can't believe I got an epic. An actually good weapon. I don't know, have I had an epic weapon before? Yeah, I had some. No, those knives were from a quest, right? I don't know. I think I might have had some knives. Oh, I had the rapier as well earlier on. But I think that's it. Epic rapier and some knives, yeah. I've not had an epic two-handed weapon then. This is a first. I don't think I've really had many good two-handed weapons. Not at a time where I haven't had like a better one-handed one anyway. Yeah, but I mostly ended up using this, right? Because I had a purple shield and a purple this, and this is higher level anyway, so. I used the longsword a lot, did I? I just don't remember it then, fair enough. Oh, I hate this area so much. Didn't get it till later. That's true, it is higher level, so I would have done, that's right. Oh, yeah, did I use it against the thingies for a while? The plants for a long time, right? leave this area just because I don't want to deal with the area. The camera irritates me. I'm gonna have to take and sell this stuff at the moment though. Some silly shit. Ah, oh, nice. Good stuff. I was worried that I would be struggling gear-wise. I'm glad I'm not gonna be. What was the fun thing that you said? 114 would need to be my combat level for the fun thing to happen. Of 17 levels a week. Which would put me perfectly leveled for the quests by the time of which it ends. Which would be in 4 weeks. Or 3 more weeks after this one, I suppose. If I'm focusing down the non-combats though, I think that will be fine nonetheless. Oh, that's a pretty sweet spear. You get ice spears as a guardian? Aww. What ice spears? I just have a crappy ass two-handed sword. A spear would be way cooler. Guardians, two-handed melees, or quarterstaffs, spears, and pole axes. All pole arm weaponry, huh? Neat. Very neat. Stabby stick is good. How many botanist levels have I got so far? I was 47 before, apparently. So 6? Damn. Polearm's kind of dominated history, yeah. It's cheap, and it's got reach. It's also very easy to use, right? As opposed to a sword which takes like a lot of training to be able to use effectively. It's just, stab them with the stabby bit. Like, it's very simple. Well, hello. Wasn't to say there wasn't advanced stuff you could learn. Oh, for sure, yeah. But what it does mean is that you can give it to the, you know, random fucking muppet in the village who just became of age, and you're like, well, you're being drafted into the war. And they could use it and it would work. They wouldn't be completely useless. You're buying pastry in bulk. Okay. Why? Dare I ask? I'm nearly up to 2 gold. Is it quicker to run to here than into there? Because you were growing leeks last night? Ah, there. Yeah, you timed it. Neat. Is it relatively close? Is it bad that you can play that one-handed? I'm sure it's designed for many people to be able to, Odie. Yeah, not because I got Indian hands. Most people are left-handed. Yeah, strangely, but only specifically with that game. Demonstrably larger percentage of the population is left-handed while playing mobile. Whatever you want to call that. Games. Hey, one more to go. All the stuff and Kevin you needed time to make 900 pies. Nice. Should get a few cooking levels out of that. Will you not? You'll gain 1? From 900? What fucking cooking level are you? $644? Is the pie like a lower level unlock? Or something? Or do you just need that much at that point? But you get it at 32. So it's not terribly far behind. It is a bit bad on experience, actually. It's 35 milestone 2 plus. So it's even closer. What are you putting your key points into? Because your key points will give you a decent chunk, right? Into combat, I see. Your gear is 100 levels off! Oh no. I feel like that might make it quite hard for you to do stuff. Hello, Zej. Welcome. What the armory's for? Ah, true, I suppose, yeah. Good point. You can just make equipment, can't you? I can't do that. Get into combat. Are you doing okay there, Zej? You having a crisis right now? So KP's full for skills you don't want to level normally. That's why I'm putting it into botanist after all. And AFK combat. So you're putting into chef, yucky chef? Aww. But cooking game. It's my second highest level skill if you ignore combat. Willingly. Willingly. Give me RuneScape cooking. Where you fail half the friggin' time? No, please. I don't get no experience. That shit's painful as hell. I was about to say you don't fail that much, it just feels like you do, but sometimes you do actually fail that much. Cooking gauntlets? I don't know what cooking gauntlets are. On family crest. Oh yeah, I've ignored questing a lot because questing is miserable. Good try, Raka. It was too late. Good try, though. I have functionally given up with RuneScape at this point. Everyone who comes in is like immediately just along the lines of like, oh, why aren't you doing this thing that you get specifically from that thing that's from this that you haven't done yet? Why have you not done that? And I'm like, well, I didn't know. I didn't play it growing up, no. It's fine though. Most people have most people make the assumption that you have, and that's the only reason you're playing it, and eventually you just surrender yourself to being spoiled on everything. Which is where I got to. Well, haven't I played the game yet? Because I'm playing all of this bollocks instead, only. Let me just go over to my sheet real quick. Because I'm playing the 47 other games I was made to play, that's why. Oh. Oh shit! He's done it! 11 of which were yours, yep. Which is how many Ein put in, which is how you know you have a problem. Actually, no, Ein put more than 11, never mind. Ein did 14. I take that back. You know how nosy Yasuo. You get to do it this year. I should keep that, but... One equipment set supremacy. I don't want to have multiple equipment sets, it's just icky. Dude, I want to play RuneScape, man. I want to play RuneScape, but I'm stuck doing all these stupid things that I committed myself to doing because I said I would do them and then never failed to see the consequences of my actions before it was too late. And then got stuck in too deep, specifically in one regard, and just went, well, we're here now. What you gonna do? Will this slot go to Iron's games when Shaw's is done? Oh god, what was I doing? Thursdays are gonna become Irons entirely, instead of being split in half like they are at the moment. Friday, Saturday second halves go to Weiss with Katana Zero. When that is done, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with Saturday second half. But Friday second half will go to Eugene with SMT5. So maybe I should leave Thursday split because Eugene can then have Thursday, Friday, and I could give Sunday or Saturday second half to Ein. Because it has to be split, and then it's going to be weird if it's like unsplit and then re-split. I don't think it's going to matter because I think I'm going to get to September before I finish any of them anyway, to be honest. Before I get done with all of them, it's gonna be September again. It just don't work. It takes too long. The math, no good. The math, no good. Especially since this is gonna take, what, 3-4 more? Or probably 3 more weeks? Maybe 2 more if stuff like aligns perfectly. So we're already into next month at that point as well. And then I don't really have a lot of time though. Eugene's request unfortunately makes it kind of awkward. With it being specifically weekdays. Although I suppose I could do a challenge run again. A non-monster hunter challenge run as well. Did I try that RuneScape Dragon Wilds? No, I have it in my wish list. To look into when it releases and see if I want to get it at that point. I am basically forever done with early access games. I've had enough, basically. Too many situations of being functionally an unpaid game tester rather than playing a nearly finished product. I made the mistake again recently. I bought Witchfire, which isn't out yet. I was like, man, I'm really having a lot of fun with this game, but there's just like a little bit missing from the fact that it doesn't have the story, and it's like, yeah, story will be in the full release, and I'm like, fucking fuck. Because it starts with it and the hook is interesting, and then it just completely stops, and it's like, but I want more. Dude, I forgot I played friggin' Dwarf Fortress because of last September. I played Dwarf friggin' Fortress. This was years ago. What do you mean? Yeah, because it was that long ago as well. Fucking hell. It was 8th on the list. Crazy shit. I am, yeah. I must admit I am. I am particularly concerned about September this year. Because my friend, who likes horror-y type games, actually has a source of income now. And I think they would take no greater joy than taking the opportunity to torment me, so... That's gonna be a thing. Oh! I've done it. I've goddamn diddly done it. The other day you said I thought I would hate Hack Day. I stand by from initial impressions that game seemed like it would be a fucking nightmare for me. I am still astonished it was not. I'm glad, but astonished. That one can go in the bin. That one can go in the bin. That was so crazy though. The fucking plane. Oh my god. I do have 2 whole gold. I'm rich. James Newtap, Hadley family, Lord Branagh. Oh, this dude's Hadley. Hi. Talk. Okay. Bray jellied eels. The name of the game's right there. What? Was it? These are lesser eels. Need to go get myself a grey jellied eels. One of the options was I hope we see brighter shores soon. Ah, okay. Of course, Mace reacted to it. It would be you, Mace. What's up, man, mate? Don't worry about it, man. Can't even insult the guy. You're worrying about it? Good. You should be. What about my clear? This piece of paper, picture of a fish, and the text connects the fish to the falcon. Same image of a fish in this restaurant. This fish? No idea what it means. Everyone's clue links to a place somewhere. Opposite the geometric shapes? Oh my god. Dude, this is gonna be a fucking nightmare, isn't it? You rewound the stream. How rude of you. I need a clue from Lord Branagh. And then whoever the fuck the other person is. James Newtap. Hello. wouldn't trust that junkyard rat to not run off with a lot. I guarantee I wouldn't run off with it. I'm a god, I uphold the law. How can I prove my trustworthiness? Okay. Sure. 32 degrees out. It's fucking May. Yeah? I mean, that's summer, right? Summer's only a week away, technically. So, it makes sense. It's almost like we have this thing going on. Summer's 3 to 4 weeks away, is it? Summer's next month, isn't it? Astronomical summer is June 21st. Meteorological summer is June 1st. Apparently. So, depending on how you want to look at it. I'll meet you at the manor. Sure, buddy. He is a magician. He disappeared. Global warming, it decides whatever it decides, exactly. Like there's some kind of global crisis that's causing us to have like consistently warmer days across the board or something. Okay, thanks, buddy. It's rather unnerving. Yep, sure is. Trust you with my clue. Plot the symbols, X marks the spot. What? I assume the hooked hand is maybe where this new tap fella is gonna be. I just don't know what the hooked hand is. Oh, it's there. Not in here, no. That dude's called Rockford. In the first summer days? I mean, that's the global warming for you, mate. Or climate change. You don't care. Well, clearly you do, because you complained about it being too warm. So incorrect. I don't know about that one. We remove the sun, everyone's issues get solved. Not in the incredible short term, they don't. Thank you for the tutorial. If you remove the sun, you can see what the fuck I'm doing. I'm not sure how to tell you this. But no. Okay, where the fuck is this guy? Cracker. East of the town square on Pipe Alley. Thank you. Still don't understand what the fuck I'm meant to be doing, but... Okay. Okay. If I make a potion to cure hair loss. Sure thing, buddy. I did have an alchemist level requirement, that is fair. Hi. I need a hair restore. A hair of a hair beast, and I need a scrap rat. Which is at a scrapyard. It's a scrapyard? Oh yeah, there is a scrapyard up there. Unless you're not an atheist, that's kind of awkward. I'm not an atheist. I am agnostic. Well... There we go. Are they not mutually exclusive? I feel like they would be mutually exclusive with my knowledge of what they are. But maybe my knowledge is just incorrect. I don't know, that didn't help me. I guess maybe I'm not even that then. Apparently it does not mean what I thought it meant. I have been deceived. I tried to, but the answer that I found on the top result was not very helpful and I didn't want to look it up longer than that. I'm not an atheist. So if it is a term to fuck with atheism, then I'm just not that. Do I believe in a deity? I don't believe in a deity, but I don't disbelieve in a deity. Then you're atheist? That's not how that word has been used in common parlance in my life. You got some hot tea also back, naturally. It's from the... How can you get hot tea from the fridge shelf? Is your fridge not working? First row shoplifting witness. Guy at the cash register very clumsily tried to show top 2/3 into his backpack. Crazy. What you described, you're an agnostic atheist. You don't believe, but believe it's not strictly knowable. That was very impressive. He's bald again. Wait, no, there we go. He is unboarded. Everything is within the area of the map. I mean, great. That's the point of a fucking map, typically. What other option is on the items? Use? Or can I use them all on the map? No, okay. This isn't how you'd mark it on the map. Oh, do I need to go steal that lady's fucking quill again? Should already have it. I thought it would be in my inventory though, no? If it's a quest important item. Oh no, I do have it, okay. Cannot find the falcon on the map. Don't believe in any based on lack of evidence how much has been disproven. There's many things you respect others' beliefs as long as it's not preached onto you, yeah. An atheist in common parlance in my life has always referred to someone who actively disbelieves, rather than has any degree of neutrality. Which is why I just said agnostic rather than atheist. Because it has stank to it. You know? I just robbed the lord of the land. Are these the weird shapes? I don't know what I'm meant to be looking for. Very confused. This man just does not give a shit. I'm just robbing him. I don't know. I am perplexed. I think it's one of those things that exists in a way that's kind of like impossible to do anything about, right? Prove or disprove in a sneaky way. Go to the wilderness to the northwest. I'm not gonna lie, this is the type of thing that maybe I would have understood if I'd done it all in one go, but because I've done it in multiple goes, it's confusing. Opposite the geometric shapes. It's been around for millennia, so it's like, not even in that regard, but like trying to attempt to do any sort of like proving or disproving of it is just pointless because of the time in which it's been around for. The idea in which it happened is irrelevant, right? Because the thing that you're looking for is you can't do anything about it anymore, if that makes sense. Falcon? I mean, that I understand, yeah. Opposite the Falcon. Is my specialize? Oh, there's a Falcon there. Jesus. I did not see that. Can we not? Understand the folly of your ways, school. You angry motherfuckers. I'm glad I left the milestone road back. People believe you when you say you believe in aliens. I mean, the idea of aliens existing is just like a statistical probability there, right? As opposed to the idea that there's some sort of like inherent magic, I guess. Is basically what that is. Opposite the Falcon. I mean, the Falcon is there. I just keep running this way. Mark the map with it? Oh, is it gonna let me? It didn't pop up with anything, so I didn't think it was gonna let me just mark it. Okay. I didn't think it would let me because it didn't be like, oh, you found the Falcon. Which is how a lot of the rest of it's worked until this point. It was interrupted? Oh. The fucking goal. Yeah, I didn't see that it popped up at all, so. Hi. Sons and daughters of Florentine, not you. They're all long dead. That is stupid. You are correct. This ghost is being very willfully ignorant. She's just standing there chilling. Just fighting for my fucking life, lady, don't mind me. I'm gonna do this just in case. some shenaniganry happened. Not so fast, you're not stealing my share. Gonna let everyone have their share? Seems unlikely from a scrapyard rat. Fighting didn't work for the grandparents, that is true. I get a share as well. Nice. Colson, I sorry for you to Estus in his face. I mean, I would be as well. I've solved the puzzle. Half a gold? You know what? That's actually pretty solid. A magical expansion orb? I have dinged an alchemist. I have dinged in chef. I have dinged in combat. Which is exactly what I wanted. An orb user manual. Increase the number of items you can store in the Quartermaster Bank portal. Wardrobes, okay? After a few seconds, the orb should flow from and increase the number of items you can store except no liability. So I use this with the Quartermaster. Neat. I'm gonna drop these, so I don't like that they're in my inventory. Teleport. Hopeport Garrison. I've done the quest, but I haven't done the quest. Which is fun. Technically, this is just a reward, but it, like... feels weird to have items in here that aren't ticked off. Use expansion orb. I have a bigger Quartermaster back now, which is neat, but functionally irrelevant for me. But cool. It's done. Another one. Yes. Ah. Glorious. Okay, let's go carpet up. Whip your fish out. Teleport. Hope Forest. Another one friggin' down. I need to end those carp. True. They are a threat to the world. I will end every carp I can. On this, I solemnly swear until I am at least milestone 1, and then the carp are no longer my problem. I'll do it until I won't anymore. I did get a whole combat level though, which is sweet. I wasn't sure I was gonna, but I did. Your friend had their notepad crash? What were they doing to it? The fuck? U is what I am doing. Cool. Because I used all of the... thingy. What the fuck is Notepad++? I don't know if Rack is just fucking with me. The real program? Anyone who doesn't use anything that's not default on their computer? You're using Notepad++? I use sticky notes. I don't think I've ever used Notepad in my life. other than when a program auto uses it, like the Frontier thingy. The Frontier, like, armor program. He tried to open his Monster Hunter Wild shader cache file in Notepad. Yeah, no fucking wonder. Uh, 159.64. What does this get me? 137.64. It is straight up west. Cool. T-planks 161.79 are the most mild amount of better. So I do the rest of this level with you. I do Teak until I run out, and then I do you until I'm done. Probably would be my guess. Oh, Chadwick's here again. Chadwick was here yesterday. I remember because they have a very colourful hat. I may not finish with just you and Teak, and then I just go down to the next one. I go down to Poplar. I go down to Juniper. I go down until I run out of wood in my bank. So be it. Yeah, I've got enough in my bank. Because I had to do so many extra woodcut levels, right? Oh. Oh, I can get an alchemist thing. Fun. No. No. Did I have 900 peak logs? Was that correct? Surely that's enough. Although you use them quicker though, right? Because you make planks, you don't make poles. It's less experience per log, yeah. But you get through them at a quicker rate, at least. For the sake of the knowledge points. Because you never have to deal with the spinny thing, right? The lathe. You're just done as soon as you've done it here. Dude, it would have been really cool if the carpentry workshop had like 4 separate tools in it. Like if you had to like plane the wood or something, I don't know. When you made planks. Just would have been neat if there was a bunch of different tools in here. Turning is the proper term. It does turn. A bunch of different tools. You see the leatherwork area. Oh yeah, cool. Treating levers are like a shitstorm, right? The amount of stuff you have to do. If I remember. You gotta like treat it once to get the hair out and then get rid of the hair and then treat it again and let it dry and then like treat it again. It's a fucking nightmare. It's all I remember about tanning is that it's actually crazy hard. easy in RuneScape. It's real easy. You just go to a dude and pay them a very, very small amount of money for how proficient they are clearly at their job, and then they're just like, there you go, done. Easy fucking peasy. Rub on some oil, lay down in the sun is easy tanning. I don't know if you should put oil on. That seems unwise. Tan oil? I think if someone's selling you suntan oil and it still requires that you lie in the sun, you have been ripped off. The sun is what's doing the job there. Actually, technically it's just skin, but... The oil makes you tan without the sun. You brought some brown light. There's different types of oils. One is common ingredient. Yeah, it is a common ingredient, but there's a difference between putting something that's a common ingredient in something else and then just putting the ingredient on your skin, right? I don't think it's a good idea to lube yourself up with, like, fucking sunflower oil and then just go lie in the sun. You should be putting sunscreen on. That's a good idea. GU Sword and Shield begs to differ. GU Sword and Shield is killing things. It's not trying to get a suntan. It's bathing in the blood of its enemies. You just use olive oil. You prefer the way it tastes? Prefer the way it makes your tan taste? It smells good. Oh, I see. It makes you sizzle. That shouldn't be happening. No Sword and Shield will ever live up to GU Sword and Shields. I mean, what about the fact that Frontier Sword and Shield has already surpassed it? I got another fucking quest on. Wait. Look, I can open the menu now and it pops up with completed quests at the bottom. Fantastic. Oh, I'm so friggin' pumped about that. I'm so happy. I hit my goal. Yeah, I did. Exactly the 17 combat levels, even. Even with me fucking up the AFK, something chronic. And I will definitely have my carpenter done in time for this quest. Considering I'm going to have the time today, and then I will have time next week as well. Petroleum? Mmm. Be very pleased with my weekly report. I always am, Raka. I always am. It tickles me. The amount of time I spend comparing it to the one that you've done before is too much. I'm like, what did I do compared to what I did before, though? Ooh. I've definitely got less combat levels, but I think that also just makes sense because I've probably got more non-combats. And the further and further I get, the slower and slower it's gonna get as well. In terms of leveling, because the levels require more experience, because that's how that works. You need to move because you're sitting next to your PC and it's not helping with the heat. Probably a good idea. Don't go outside, because that's not going to help either. And don't keep moving around lots, because that also won't help. Turns on PlayStation. Sits next to PlayStation instead. It puts out less heat than the PC does, to be fair. PlayStation, Xbox in the other side of the room. Which does make sense. Bullstacular. Or Bullstacular, maybe? They're not at your PC. But I assumed that you would be going somewhere else anyway. It would be wild if you had all of them right next to you. 500 magic cake? True. Which, considering they're only level 3000, means that is a significant portion of their levels. Was it Merchant that also massively benefited from doing like detective or something? Or was it the other way around? Go to the lounge, sit on your sofa with a big ass full blast ceiling fan. Have a cold beer, maybe some ice cream. Hell yeah. Have a fucking good time. Enjoy your weekend. Not that it really matters much to you, I suppose, but nonetheless. Merchant benefits from detective and benefits level worker, right. If you're not back Monday, then you're cooked to ashes. I mean, I won't be here on Monday either, so I won't find out until you're dead on Tuesday. But, good to know. I can do teak. Woo. It begins. The massively increased speed of knowledge points, specifically, is the big one here. Doesn't give a ton, 72, but considering how quickly I'm going to get through all of these, it is going to be good. And I'm looking forward to seeing how far this gets from it. I only need 11 more levels. I'm honestly really tempted to get a forager level, purely so that I can say that all of the non-combats are in single digits. But that feels a bit silly. But I'm already focused on trying to get this one maxed, and I should get this one maxed first anyway. It is more important, technically. The highest being 10 should still feel nice? Yeah. It's just that, like, symbolic difference between double digits and single digits, right? What is gonna be really nice is I think probably as soon as I've put one more, knowledge point into that skill, in terms of experience, I will still have more to go with botanist because it's higher level and thus requires more experience to level. But in terms of like segments to fill on the bar, forager will have less segments. And that's going to be really nice to know that forager is my furthest away one, excluding combat. Or the percentage, I guess. I don't know how you want to look at that. I know what I mean, even though I sound a bit crackheady, I think. Can't explain that in a good way. 3 knowledge points? Yeah, I do have one. Which I will get probably when running over back. Actually, I might. When will I get this? Yeah, when I'm running back over there. Hey. Botanist. 10 left on botanist, 10 left on forager. 7 left. 6 3/4 left on carpenter. Wow. 3/4? Yeah. Crypt Napkin Math says the teaks get you to 47. Even with like the 800 of them? That's crazy. I assume the rate when you're doing this is like double what you said earlier. Because you don't have to do this bit as well. Not quite double, there's more menuing. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Eugene. How you doing? Welcome. But it's not 240, 250, it's like 360 or something. Yeah, probably like 400. $400-ish. Wasn't as concerned about measuring it? Fair enough. You've been also introduced to the heat wave about to start by going 43 kilometers on your bike. Ow. Fucking ow. Is there like a proper heat wave that's gonna start, is there? It's not just randomly warm weather for a few days, it's a biggie. Why do they think this? I ain't gonna think that it's gonna be relevant here. Doesn't seem to be affecting Sweden as much from what I can see. The Baltic appears to be protecting us. So I am some degree of safe seemingly from it. May get to 48 from the teak, you're not entirely sure on it. I do have a lot of them, so I would have thought I'd get a decent little chunk. They really don't give you much experience though, eh? That's fine, they give me knowledge. The big thing I wanted from these was knowledge. 32 Celsius where you are? You live in like the hot zone though, so it's not an actual forecast. There is an actual heat wave, as far as I can see, that is affecting, at the very least, like Western Europe. Like 28 degrees Celsius in the UK would be fucking miserable. That would genuinely be atrocious. High temperature 33 C for the next few days. Is it more humid in Florida? Because in general, the heat in the US is like quite dry, right? But obviously you're right next to the fucking ocean, so I feel like it should be really humid. Which makes it way worse. I did not understand the difference until I moved here. Holy fucking shit. I barely even notice that it's that warm when it's like 30 degrees here. It's like, it's warm and stuff, but it's not that bad. I would have been like, only 30 degrees in the UK, just put me down. It's not worth it. Is that a max combat cape? Crazy. Max hope for, okay. I guess they are level 8,000, so it's hardly surprising. Sleeper time, it means you're fine as well. Good. Good. Me, I'm doing all good. I'm doing all right. Found something that I've been reading for the last week or so, and I've been reading way too much of it, so I've not necessarily been getting enough sleep each night. I've been having a good time. Enjoying playing Dying Light the Beast. That's been good. Get to chill tomorrow to some degree. It's my day off, so happy times. Happy times. I can feel it in myself that I'm in a weird spot with Quasimorph right now, though. Where I feel like, for the sake of the stream, I may be coming to an end of where I'm at. I do feel like I may be reaching the point of the goal. Where I'm gonna get to the point now that I've got fucking power armor, basically. That I can just complete almost every mission. Not every mission, but most missions without too much problems. At least for a decent little chunk of time. And then if I maximize the amount of missions that I was doing, I would get so many resources that I would essentially be able to buy anything that I wanted to do. But I do kind of like the idea of still playing it, but I shouldn't. I should do the smart thing and I should finish it and then move on. Iffy when it comes to having no goal. Has a through line. Just in the middle, yeah, exactly. We really should, Raka, yeah. I haven't played any of it by myself. I've got it in a list of games that I'm like, games that I wanted to play at some point. And then every time I look at that list, I'm like, I don't really feel like playing it right now. I don't really feel like it. I think I had a big spurt where I played like a lot of roguelites for a while, and that removed my roguelite desire. You got Monday off, like you said. The only problem with that, while it would be fantastic, is Monday is D&D day for me, which means probably about the time that you would become available is when I need to start D&D. Or I will be prepping for D&D, or I'll be cooking food. Stupid D&D day ruining everything. Who knows, it might get cancelled. I think we had 2 sessions in a row. It's fucking unbelievable. We had 2 or 3 in a row, I don't know. Shit's been crazy. It's not how it works. Not how it works at all. Yeah, I think Quasi, I hope when it releases, because unless they're gonna do that thing where they do really irritating shit and suddenly like patch 0.9.8.2 becomes 0.9.9.91 and then they just keep adding an extra fucking digit to the end because they haven't finished it yet, right? But hopefully when it full releases it will have some sort of like end game point to it or something. I don't know. Nine can become 1.0 or 0.10. Yeah, it could. True. But with the way that they've already done it, when it has all of those points, right? Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted. Fuck it. It doesn't matter. Because at that point, why didn't they just do that already? Because it is 0.9, 0.8, 0.2. 0.9.9 actually is what they're on right now. Which, in my mind, would seem like the next major patch would be 1.0, but... God knows that's not true. Because I do like the goal you can give yourself to a degree. If you use management and take one of the corporations over, and then you just take over every single fucking thing on the map. If you're able to, that works, right? That's a goal, to take over the universe, but that is very long term and very heavy on missions and stuff. I don't know what would be a good shorter term goal other than story stuff. Maybe. Oh, whoops. I need to do this. I forgot. I clicked the wrong log. Wrong log. I see it as a game that I will probably end up actually playing a good chunk of, though. Because like I said, the way it works fulfills that thing that I want to do with Tarkov, where I just want to build all my hideout and just finish my hideout and be done with it, and I enjoy the process of doing that. And that's my purpose. And it feels like the game can work very well in that regard as well. Don't buy anything from the stations at all. Just purely, like, do yourself, all by yourself. Get all the bits and all of that stuff. It's great. Do I remember how many teleports are in the free-to-play areas? You said it the other day. It was 2 in Hopeport and 3 in Hope Forest, right? And, unless I unlock more than one from a quest. In theory, could mean 1 more for each quest, or you could unlock 2 from a single quest. Wait, no, we definitely need to at some point. Definitely need to at some point. It was really enjoyable. God knows it's the only way I'm going to get up to harder difficulties as well. That game is so much easier when you have 2 people going at the same time. Oh my god, it's so much better. When you're solo, it is significantly harder. No. Icky. Icky. Icky NPCs. Voice. You know what would be the most, like, minute and basically irrelevant of upgrades, but would be kind of nice? If you could make it so this thing would go back by itself. And you didn't have to pull it back. So your character kind of like walked a little bit quicker than it, put the log down, and by the time it arrived, you could push it forward again. And when you were done with your final log, you could just go over to this machine or go over to sell or whatever you were going to do with your logs. That'd be neat. Upgrade for comfortably moving the timber bank closer? I think that would be a neat upgrade, right? Just optimizing that machine a little bit. It's small, but it would be impactful over a very long period of time.
Like your dick!
Wow. What? Don't just walk away. Shouted at me and then left. Okay. Very slow to bank. It's very far away, right? Having another one in here would be amazing. Don't know where they would necessarily put it. Maybe over here somewhere. Down here. Because otherwise it's really, really quite far away, right? All the way out here. Far away to nerf buying poles from the vendor. The vendor needs to be moved elsewhere. And then have the bank here. Flip them, maybe? They just swap places. I like the idea of what I said. Which makes sense because I came up with it, but... It's one of those things with the way that it pushes forward that just looks like that's how it would be for some reason, to me. Like it would be on a little spring that always moves it back down to here or something, you know? Just feels right. I'm gonna get up to 3 fucking gold. Did you hear Teeny in the background a bit ago? Yes. Inhale, they said. Look at the quoted message. So rude. So rude. There's the level. 44. 6 more to go for Carpenter, and it is done. Contact. I find it very funny that we call my closet cupboard my office, by the way, still. Incredibly amusing to me. Makes you feel less bad that you've trapped me in the closet. The fucking storage room. Locked me away in the storage room. Sequestered away into the shame corner. Ugh. You were allowed to be queer at this house. Then why did we have our friend over? The only resident, right? Visiting are allowed? Weren't you the other day looking up the possibility for our most definitely qualifies as queer D&D American friend now to potentially live with us if they needed to flee the States? For now, then? This feels like a lot of exceptions, my dear. Does queer even mean this is one of those umbrella terms? It's... yeah, it is. I'm not allowed to be? Basically, Mace, yeah. It's the word for it, functionally. Questioning stands for like 5 different things, doesn't it? You've lost your mind. Oh no, Hollow, what are you doing? Is it the crowd hunting? You play Monster Hunter, you never had it to begin with. This is a good point. Made you think it fell under instead of being a synonym for? You ran out of Val investigations. You cleared 3 pages worth and you didn't get any crowds. Oh my god. Do you need both of them or just the large one? That's very unlucky. Just large? Cool. That's good at least. The queue is questioning, not queer. I've had it both ways. Four of the little fuckers were in the meantime. So you hit the chance for a crown and then failed basically the 50-50 every time. That sucks. if you were a 150-year-old bespectacled, top-hatted English gentleman that probably primarily trades in war crimes, then you could, yeah? Probably. That is very archaic language in that sense. Incredibly archaic language at this point. You need a large Kirin and Kashala as well. Didn't you only have like 5 crowns left as well? Like total to get Hollow? And at least 3 of them are Elder Dragons? That's fucking rough. That's really fucking rough. The Elders and Black Bloss are the notably hard ones. Why is that? Both devil shows? Yeah. Isn't there an event quest that gets base devil show guaranteed for large crown? Or is it not guaranteed? There's a tempered devil show event. I have no certainty of the truth of this. It might be a gold crown one. That might just be me getting particularly lucky / unlucky. Typically people do when they're your friends, base, yeah. You did the base world crowns before Iceport even existed. I'm sure a lot of people did. I wish I had. Because then I would need significantly less than I need now. And it's the only 2 achievements, technically 4 achievements that I have left. Oh no, it's like 8 actually, I think, or something. I just cannot be arsed. Gotten to the point where you don't really know. I think the general gist with many things when it comes to terms to describing people that would be considered insert phrasing that doesn't make it sound bad, that doesn't exist in the English lexicon. Basically any term you can think of, have used, will use, will exist, has existed, will at some point be used, has been used, will be used as a slur. Because people are just mean. Taliski, you can clear Val sub 145 if you crash land. That's crazy. That's very fast. An idiot especially is like completely just spat everywhere. completely normal in usage now, right? That's someone with knees. With one? You only have one knee? You've still lost one of the E's, though. Stupid head. You got the fucking need to learn how to spell. Jesus Christ. Was that to you? To you? I know the small one can spell. Having knees is a mental illness? Oh no! But what about having one? Is one not? That caused depression. My knees have been crunchy all my life. To be fair, most of me is crunchy. Having one is a physical disability. So you either have both and you have a mental disability, or you have one knee and you have a physical disability. Do you lose the mental disability though? Because you've lost a knee? Do you like trade it away? The human condition is a mental disability? Ah, shit. You first learned of the word queer, it was used specifically as a slur worse than the F one. Way more common. Very confused when suddenly it wasn't, yeah. It feels like shit changes so quickly, right? Therapy? If only therapy could cure them. Getting some lore about being crunchy? The world of me. handful of friends. Tracks. This implies that Kitoko is the quote bot and refers to herself in third person. She put poison in Dorcas's Matten, but I put poison in his Matten? Oh, multiple people did it. I feel like that might actually be the scenario there. Poor Dorcas. Dorcas. You don't think Kitoko would be particularly interested in something quotes recording, maybe? Recounting? Recounting? Don't know. Reciting? Okay. She might be. When you're an unknown how long living snake. Gotta find a hobby eventually. I really wonder if there will be a correction, you know? For that. Correction of Naga is the male snake person. Nagini is the female. Rakini. Who's saying Kitoko is a female? The person who made them? Which sounds kind of fucked up in a weird way, but considering they're fictional, it's less so. Snakes would have cloacas, right? Biologically. Cloacas. They do have cloacas. Okay. It is the reptile thing to do, after all. I should definitely get... Is it really only going to be to 48? I feel like it will be way further, man. Maybe not. Or do you have a little plugin for Twitch that has pronouns for it? That's fucking neat. I didn't know that existed. I assume that's a thing that peeps set for themselves. What does it come up with if there's someone who doesn't have the plugin? Does it just not have anything there? Doesn't have anything? Cool. That's neat. That's neat. Like, it's not my brain immediately would be butt plug instead of my plugin, but which is a tale that I do not want to hear. Neat stuff in here that I've never seen before. Cool. Very cool. Neo pronouns? What the fuck is that? That's what I have in the bug plug yesterday. Hopefully they don't do it at the same age. That would be incredibly inappropriate. That is a horrific and hilarious image. Who the fuck is lining up for that, man? You can chat? Hey, nice. Free Nyan? Excuse me? I'm good, how are you, Edson? Have you recovered from your world overload? Anything outside of he, she, they, it? Like Zija, she, here, they, fair, etc. Oh, okay. I've genuinely never had fucking any of them. But I also do very much stay in my own bubble, and I'm just like, cool. And then immediately forget. Unless it's someone I'm going to talk to a good chunk. I'll see it, and then I'll be like, that's neat. And then I won't pay it. It immediately leaves my brain. It's like... It's empty in there. Your world overload. I assumed you'd played a lot this morning, Enter. Because you played with me for God knows how long, and you also had full, like, Legiana armor and stuff. And you'd seem to have done a lot more in the rank than I had, so I assumed you'd been playing with demons a lot, with world a lot. $100 meters! Hey, nice. Congrats. Reading hard. Reading very hard. Everyone, did people take offense to just using them as a blanket for everyone? I mean, some people do, yeah. Yeah, like Raka said. Some people will. I think the thing that you're gonna get for a lot of them is to be met with confusion, right? Because people are gonna be like, huh? At least very much in English. When it already linguistically has they, them, which just works. So now we're confused, you don't get it straight answer. You default? Yeah, exactly. I think that's what most people do, is they just default to that and then it just becomes the expected result, right? That is very neat. In Dutch, it feels wrong linguistically, yeah. Yeah, in different languages it works in different ways, right? In time in European, it's inappropriate to use them, as if you already know, but refuse. But refuse being the operative word, yeah. Yeah, not like forget or slip or whatever, but just actively, intentionally don't. Maple cat figurines, nice. You don't think it is technically, but it feels it is, right? It's got bad mouthfeel. 3 gold? I got 2 whole gold today, it's crazy. Or at least like went up the thresholds for 2 gold today. I did get at least 1 whole gold today. Just kind of nutty. Hey, look, it's there. Cool. Neat. Very cool. I was testing the add-on. I can't see my own thing if I don't type in chat. I did mean to say he and yes. Because really, I'm not that fussed. I am simply me. There is no specific I care in which people refer to me. I am Kyle. I'm truly unfazed. I do not have Kyle energy. I'm a Christopher. Don't you agree as well? Is it because I don't have the rage? Some chat overlays only display the first set. Oh, okay, fair enough. That makes sense. You do not see any monster. I don't really like energy drinks, no. So that does track. Imagine. Yeah. Valid. Kyle Huggy, precisely. My existence. Where am I at this point? Dude, this is leveled so fucking much. Probably sell those old branches. Can you sell them here, or do you have to sell them somewhere else, though? I probably should. They're just in the way in the menu, but... I just didn't know if I could sell them here. Gwen's lumber? That's like all the way over there, though, man. Look how far away that is. It's like right at the edge of my circle. Most people aren't too fast as long as you're not outright assaulting them. Yeah. You said nearby. It's so far away. Don't be a drama monarch. Sorry, I just have to take up for Mace because he's being some degree of reasonable lately, occasionally. It's truly terrifying. You're sorry? Are you though? Are you though? Yeah, I feel you. The ones, the people who have like such an immediate extreme reaction, unless there is a like clear break, and this is not the normal like interactions you've seen the person have, it does tend to be a like, well, I mean, like, my bad. But by... in regards to, like, anything, right? Someone has such a, like, hyper-severe reaction. You've been using half items in your inventory the entire time, and said... I did wonder why you were firing a bunch of different ammo types instead of just using like one or two. I did think it was weird, but I didn't say anything. Pardon me. You can use full stacks of ammo. Full stack center. Full combinables. Next crisis can't be far off. They do happen very frequently. It's because none of them are actually crises. Crises? Crises? Send help? You can't send help to someone who doesn't want the help. You are entirely self-inflict this. Yeah, you just gotta put more S's at the end of it. Right, you're right. Crisis. Until you turn into a snake. Chrysosiphius? How would you even say that? The plural of crisis is crises? Cry Sisyphus? He probably does. Sisyphus would probably cry a lot. Sounds like a mountain. You're not wrong. Hello, by the way. Welcome. So relatable. Yeah, do you feel like you're pushing a boulder up that just endlessly rises back down? Impossible to ever reach the top of a hill? Yes. I don't know, for some reason that felt like that should transition into some kind of advert. Have I got news for you? The boulder pushing hill gym. Now available, so you can realize that this shit's way harder than you think. The crippling realization of working in a capitalist society dawning upon you. Does feel very bouldery, I'm not gonna lie. There's some boulder going there. Depth due to boulder waiver required. Imagine if you did not need waivers for things, where you could just mark the death under, like, Darwin Award. The fuck is this game? This game basically exists to just be chill. C-pads. It's just calm. You're doing lots of just small repetitive tasks which you get experience for, so you get to watch number go up. Just to calm. The goal I was given in it is to complete all of the quests, of which I am relatively nearly done with. Hey, True Frost. I like the Kryonite armors, actually. I think the combinations of different, like, archetypes of armor, I suppose, look a bit weird with each other. I've got a good combo at the moment here, but the this particular chest piece, if you have it in combination with like a bunch of plate armor, it looks really weird sometimes. But I suppose that's probably true with like all of the armor. But I really like it. It's nice. It looks like actual armor. Then yeah, based on what people have said, the more you go through the higher tiers and stuff, you get better things, so I would like it. I would hope you're not repeating that this much, otherwise you would have a problem. The Curus and the Saleh. Is this the Curus? I don't know what the names for them are. The Saleh, if it's the one I think it is, looks okay, but it looks a little bit strange to me. Strange how the I don't know, like the combo of the way the piece sits just doesn't look right in my mind. I don't think it looks that bad, but it just looks like it doesn't fit very well. Like you're horrendously over armored on your head compared to what you are in your body as well. You've been requested to help someone comprehend Xenoblade. Oh no. Oh no. Do they know what they've done? Do they know what they've unleashed? No. That poor soul. They're doomed. They are doomed. Xenoblade as a whole, or just one of them? The ending of 2. Okay, at least that's very specific. That will only be like a few hours. Not a few weeks. Isn't the ending of 2 just... and then Rex fucks everything female? That's post-ending. Oh, okay. That one is implied by 3. Okay. Fair enough. Three ladies pregnant at the same time, no one got mad. What Rex doesn't know is none of them is. You want to try the second one? The gacha system turns you off? Yeah. Exactly. I mean, that makes it worse, Mace. Because at that point, you constantly feel like you're giving it to the wrong person. It's always on the wrong person, even if it's on the right person. Because it just hangs over you. There isn't a wrong person. There is if you're the type of person who likes to optimize. Like, Cracker. The optimizer. What is it I'm doing? I'm cutting wood into planks, and then I am selling the planks. A little guy shouldn't be there. So I cut trees down earlier. And then I'm now cutting the trees into planks, which I sell for money. But specifically what I really want is the experience so that I can get to level... It says here 1 with like the golden arrow, which is milestone 1, which is level 50. So I'm level 45 at the moment. So that I can do the quest. Is it RuneScape with extra steps? It's arguably RuneScape with significantly less steps. It is made by the same people though, yes. As Raka says. Pain in the ass, but optimization wise, you'd have to be doing something real stupid. Outside. Well, it's not Jagex, it's the people who originally made it. CPADs. Originally. Way back. Not Jagex. Which is the Gower brothers. I have to be doing something really stupid outside of the gacha to make a playthrough possible. It's not about, it's the thing that that people don't understand when people are having like discussions about games in general, right? It's not about what the truth of the matter is, it's about how it feels. And when you have a gacha system in a game like that, it feels shit. And like you're doing something wrong. Or it's on the wrong person, all that stuff, right? Such a good game. I'm sure it is enjoyable to the right people, yep. One save slot per user on Switch? It's not transferable? Jesus. You hate to see someone outright refuse an attempt, hi? Yeah. Go play it? No, because of the gacha, that's the problem. You didn't get me to play League, you did not, and it's probably never going to come back either. Because it was too much fucking work. I did not realize how mentally draining it was going to be. It sounds really stupid retroactively. It was so exhausting. Not even switching the game every hour, but trying to keep on track of the admin of adding things to the wheel and spinning the wheel and removing stuff and doing all of that without it taking up too much of the time was horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. What was the longest stream? Either 10 or 12 hours, I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know if I did 12s. I can't remember. It's not too bad. It's horrible. I am a shell of myself after a 12-hour. I don't know how the other people do it. They're fucking crazy, man. It was 12 and 10s? Okay. I was trying to find it specifically, but... You do 5 12-hour shifts a week? Yeah. I don't know how people do it. It kills me. Go back to all the time. May not be back. You too, Mace. I hope that you have a tolerably enjoyable day tomorrow. And that you have... You don't have work? Hey! Just have a good day then. I hope that your Monday is acceptable as well. Coffee and spite. And the second one of those is why you're still playing League. Why not make furniture? Do you mean in general to get carpentry experience, or right now? Because right now would be what Raka said. In general, because I don't want to do botanist and all of my key points are going on botanist. So I actually like don't have this unlocked because I haven't want to waste. I don't want to use any of the points on anything other than experience. A League streamer did 62 solo queues in a row after the last 3 days. Not non-stop? Or... Fuck. That's mad unhealthy. That is incredibly, incredibly unhealthy. Your bad is alright, Frost. You can't know what you can't know. What's carpenter XP? Aren't you jealous that I can get experience and you can't? Look at that number, Raka. 160. You're gonna end up with 3 accounts, all just with 500 carpenter. Glad to see me play Fresh again? I don't think I was very good at it towards the end of when I was playing, to be honest. I transitioned into being fucking irritating too much instead, with like Xerath and Vel'Koz and stuff. Maybe be unnecessarily harsh in a way that I don't intend. At the time, I don't think that was that difficult. It's not like any of us were very good, really, was it? So... When you got 500, you were thinking you could probably train and still get to top 20. But you didn't do it, right? Raka? Raka? Of course not. Gonna go into the top 20. There's one in 20th place. It's called Raka 2. You're in third. Oh yeah, meaty buns. I forgot. Hashtag Platinum 1 now. Can't get into Emeralds. Yeah. Every like threshold is harder, right? If I remember correctly, and it just generally typically makes sense in games in general. Every threshold gets harder than the previous ones, right? Getting old, your reaction time is slowing. Mm-hmm. One of the many reasons I stopped playing competitive stuff in general. Made me too angry. But the slowing of reaction times is definitely there. For sure. Yeah. Goes to show what the more important aspect is, though, right? With competitive stuff. Trying to brute force it with just like repetition and mechanical skill is not as good as when you actually have more like technical knowledge and how to use it. Because it gets you to a higher spot than you would have been at. Obviously, if you want to be at the top, you need both, but... For some reason, watching the table get made is just mesmerizing. Just the little legs going on. Flips upside down. Table. More table. Legs. Legs. Upside down. Tickles my brain, I don't know why. Back when you played COD a lot, you told your friends sometimes common sense trumps effort. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Grenade launcher trumps common sense. I think specifically with COD, I think that might be the common sense, actually. Using the fucking explosive rather than, running around like a fucking headless chicken. Was always so overblown. Yeah. But would you expect truly anything else from a community where the average age is probably like 12? It's probably like 14. Actually. Got so angry when people in Modern Warfare 2 said, come on, it made you teleport. Was that the knife thing? The stabby stabby? Been too long. Run faster and stab further, right? What was the one? I think, was that a blue pack? For some reason, my brain wants to remember that as a blue pack. Was that blue? Yellow? Oh. Commando was yellow. I don't know if I remember what I used for yellow. I think I used Scavenger, which was a blue perk. Maybe. Run Faster was Lightweight, which was a red perk. Scavenger was blue. I definitely used Scavenger. I think I might have used, like, quicker reloading or something. Don't know. It's been so fucking long since that game was anything in my brain space. Quick reload was also perk 1. I probably used quick reload then. Actually, oh, pardon me. I did use Scavenger because I used to use rocket launchers and shoot down everyone's airplanes. Because I was annoying like that. Slash the actual reason, which is what I thought, from the sake of a overall game state beneficial perspective, to me it made more sense to kill the enemy UAVs all the time. Because it's probably more likely to make your team win the game than me getting 1 more kill, or 2 or 3 more kills. Oh, hi. COD is unrecognizable. I feel like every COD is unrecognizable from the one that came before it. To be honest. It is definitely a fresh new level of hell at this point. Change from 1 to 3 to 4 is night and day. Yeah, when they stopped being like kind of war games to glorified action games, I suppose, is more what happened at that point, right? Did 4 have DLC? I don't remember. It did? Really? I don't know if I ever had those. I know I had the ones for 5, for World at War, because zombies. The really enjoyable bit of the game. We did, you think? Oh, okay. I don't remember, that was ages ago. I didn't play 4 as much. Congrats, Mace, I think. You were off by a decent chunk. There's like 10 whole minutes left. Keener on trial? Yeah. I mean, I was at least because of zombies. And I preferred the co-op rather than the online-y stuff, the competitive. And at least for a while, I preferred that they were not modern, which is more interesting to me. I always found the mass deployment of modern military in the way that happens in the COD games to be incredibly like unrealistic, even as a kid. You just stare at the shit, Tracker. It is a game most people haven't played yet. Was Call of Duty 2 was not Big Red 1, was it? But Big Red 1 was like a separate thing that maybe was also COD 2? There was some weird shit going on there. It was a side thing, okay. I loved that game as a kid. I never played anything but the campaign, because I never played anything but the campaign anyway, most part. I loved the shit out of that thing. That was so fun. I think it was that game, or it's a different game and they've merged together into one entity in my mind. Where there was like a plane section and you were in a bunch of different turrets around the bomber. I really enjoyed that. I got to online all the time. COD's one of those franchises that I would not like to know the amount of time that I've put in that over my younger days. That is thoroughly a statistic I never want to receive in my life. Zombies are like, yeah, right? I think you would have to measure that in the thousands of hours rather than in the hundreds. It's probably the only thing other than League that could ever even vaguely begin to match the time I have in Monster Hunter as a franchise. Which is a terrifying thing to say. The Japanese swamp one, Shinonuma. With the doggies. The doggies. The first doggies map. Still remember shit like that though, don't I? Thanks, Brain. We can still do the Easter eggs by memory. I can definitely do the music for Verruct, Chino, Dries, whatever it is. Kino. Beyond that point, I think I'm a little spotty. Oop. Is that Shinonuma by any chance? It is neat. She is just deaf, right? And no can be used as like on or in. What is Numa? It means swamp or marsh. It's literally just deaf in the swamp, deaf in the marsh. Swamp of the Dead, okay. Shino the first one to have perks? No, Verrict was. Wait. Fuck. Don't do that. Verrict was annoying because depending on which side you started on when you played solo. Shit. You had to wait a really long time to be able to get quick revive in case you died early. Everything's passive. Can I not just cycle this forward? They're back to M2, are they? Oh yeah, they are. Good. I was like, the double experience shouldn't be lowered. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. That is going, pardon me, to be me done for today. I will not be back until Tuesday at this point. You can see one if you care on that little linky link there. Otherwise, specifically Brighter Shores will be Thursday next week. Discord and UT or YouTube as it otherwise is on those two. Till I see you next time. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good one. Toodaloo.